if you're an author or if you're looking for an AI tool that lets you create a creative writing without any AI hallucination and actually able to get the story done with consistency, with great writing, and overall feels very engaging, then I do recommend a tool called Muse. So this is a dedicated writing tool that is being powered by AI. It was created by a company called Sudowrite.com, and of course I'm going to leave the link in the video description. But basically this tool lets you create a genuine piece of creative writing. Like you can create a fiction or non-fiction story, or maybe you can also create a novel with the help of AI, and it could do a lot of amazing things. Now this is just one example. This was the generation from ChatGPT, and this is the one from Muse. You can tell that from the structure alone, it looks more interesting than ChatGPT. And if you look closely, the choice of words on Muse is a lot better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT tends to be repetitive and doesn't feel engaging at all, but the opposite is basically what Muse is able to do. It feels more engaging, it feels more human. And I would imagine that a lot of people are going to be using this, even if they're writing of a piece of content on the internet, for example, because again, it sounds very human. And I think these days people can tell if the writing was created by AI, but I think Muse here is really useful to combat that, to make sure that even though you're using AI, the writing is going to feel human, feels very natural. So if you want to use this tool, you can navigate to the website and then you can try Muse for free. And after that, if you sign up to the platform for the first time, it's going to show you a lot of interesting things that it can do, and also the onboarding process, basically the tutorial about all the things that are possible on this AI tool. So I'm going to create a new project just to show you a few interesting features on this platform. Now, maybe there is one thing here that I need to clarify. I'm not an author, I'm not a writer either. So this is just my surface level understanding about how to use this tool. But of course, you can just go to this tool and then explore yourself and see whether or not this tool is actually worth your time. So this is one example here that I'm going to create. I will create a simple short story about dystopian future. So let's select the title to be dystopian future. That's definitely not a good title, but here I can start writing the first draft or the first idea that I have about the story. Let's say the story is going to be a person with, let's say, dental implant in the future where let's say everything is run by AI and robots, but his dental implant can only be replaced by a human. Yeah, that's really bad. That's a really bad story, honestly. But again, this is just one example. Let me just select this, and I want to extrapolate this story. So I'm going to click right here, or you can also just select the setting that you want to apply. Now I'm going to select the auto selection, and basically AI on this editor will create or continue the story based on your description. And you can see that this is one generation, and there is nice description about the situation. It will be very descriptive about the tone, the time, the background, the setting, etc. It's almost like when you're reading a novel. And of course, it generates a few concepts that you could insert into your writing. Let me try this one. And there you go. It's really as simple as that. And there are so many things that you can do here that I really cannot show you everything, not to mention that I'm not the best person to describe all the features, all the things that you need to know or you need to do when you are writing a piece of story. But if you scroll down here, there's going to be a section where you can fine-tune or describe the story in great detail. So there is this thing called brain dump. I don't know if this is actually a real thing or it's just a name that the company made. But regardless, here you can tell everything or all the details about the story, like the characters, the theme, the world building, the plot, and many others. And also there's the genre section where you can specify the genre, which will affect the tonality of the writing. And also there's the style setting here, and synopsis. And then there's also characters, which I think very important, because you want to make sure that the character is consistent, and that's usually something that AI is really struggling with. AI is always hallucinate a lot of things that are not real, or maybe changing a lot of different things. But with this feature, you can be assured that the character is going to be consistent throughout the story. And yeah, there's so many other things that I cannot show you here, but I do recommend to just go ahead and then visit the website and try it yourself and see whether or not this tool is actually something that you're looking for. And one thing here that I want to mention is that it's not free. This tool is going to cost you $10 a month. But you can use it for free. There's going to be 10,000 credits, I believe, every month. But if you want to get more, then you have to be on their membership, and that the plan starts from $10 a month, which I think makes a lot of sense given that you can create great writing like this in just a few seconds. So yeah, go ahead, visit the website and then try it yourself. So if you want this video to be useful or inspirational, then feel free to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my next video.